Hello, I'm Erick, and you're inside Chor Leoni. I am joined by this week's guest, our new composer in residence, Mr. Don Macdonald. Hello, Don.
Eric, thanks for having me here.
I'm so glad to have you with us. We're about to talk about I think, a very important piece to at least the both of us right now. We're about the only ones that really know it, the choir, a little bit. But can you tell us a little bit about Boundless and Infinite, the piece that you've written for our Remembrance Day program for this year?
Yeah. Well, this is a piece that's a long time in the making um, because it was one where I wrote the music first and the lyrics second, and that's a bit of a long path. It's also a piece where the lyrics had to be absolutely right. We're really trying to do something here. I was trying to do something here, and along with you as my partner, kind of helping to guide this as well. Um, Trying to make something where we're really paying attention to the past, but also looking forward to, in this piece, an afterlife that we can all share, and trying to deliver a note of positivity and also a sense of community for all that experience the piece by creating a piece that has communal singing. And that's where we turn to a hymn in this case, and it's going to be, I think, pretty epic with trumpet and an organ and a large choir and everybody singing. It's going to be super fun.
What does this piece mean to you? You wrote this text certainly in the context of Remembrance Day, but I know that there were some other influences in guiding you into creating this sort of ecumenical hymn that you've made.
Yeah. Well, my father did pass away in October of last year, and we were really close. Um, and he was a person that was really attached to nature. He was climbed probably every week of his life, 3 days a week, three out of the 7 days of the week, and we often in tow behind him. And the poetry in this case is taking things from nature, but also making some statements about what I believe to be the hereafter, a place of inclusiveness, and trying to sing that with joy and with my own convictions. And I do believe that these are the convictions held by most of us as well.
This piece is a hymn. I'm not sure that you've written one before. What are the unique challenges and opportunities of writing a piece of hymnody?
Well, especially as a contemporary composer, I remember when I was in university, and I've always been a melody first writer. There's many people that would sit down at the piano and come up with harmony first. For some reason, these melodies just drop in, and I'm left to figure out what the harmony is after the fact. But the melodies that I would tend to write in contemporary music would have more angles to them, and maybe um, play with range and sort of changes of key and so forth. This had to be singable by a mass choir. So the struggle here was to make it really compelling. It seems like every melody has been sung, and yet somehow you managed to find a path to something that's somehow original. And that's what I strove to do here. I think it is, and I think it's singable. We'll find out on the day.
Well, it certainly has become a favorite of the choir, and their experience singing it has been a really remarkable one.
I always love singing the Kontakion. It's one of my favorite parts of Remembrance Day, even after being in the choir for 15 years. And so I was a little hesitant when I heard that it might be taken out of the program. But Boundless and Infinite is a really fantastic piece that has a lot of my favorite musical features that Kontakion has. It has beautiful chords, has the same line, beautiful melody when the congregation is singing, and it is, in my mind, a really exciting piece to bring to the Remembrance Day tradition that holds on to a lot of what we were doing before with congregational singing and introduces something that's really new and beautiful.
I think when audiences come to see this Remembrance Day concert, this new work, Boundless and Infinite, which is very specifically placed at the end of our concert, I think this year more than ever, there's going to be a feeling of real grief that people are going to experience during the concert, want to experience during the concert, with so much that is going on in our country, here in Canada and around the world. And to have a piece like this, which is so uplifting and hopeful, I think is really going to be very important for all of us to be able to provide this moment for people to get up after the concert and to walk out and feel a sense of hope about tomorrow and the day after tomorrow.
It has to be said that this Remembrance Day is sort of extra special. Chor Leoni was silenced last year. We were not able to continue a live Remembrance Day observation last year, but we're back again for really our first public concerts with these Remembrance Day programs. You've also included communal singing in this work. How has maybe the pandemic and our slow reemergence out of it maybe colored your writing of this piece, or maybe it's or how it's going to be heard this year?
Well, how exciting is that going to be for any audience member to turn up and be in amongst the 60 to 65 voices that are on the stage and the hundreds in the audience? It's going to be so compelling, and it's going to be hard to control emotions. Apart from the lyrical content of a piece like this, just that act of singing, we're coming out of a dark place, and I feel lucky personally to have been somewhat unscathed by it. But still, I teach music, and the joy of music has somewhat been wrung out of me in the last year. And so I can't say how much I'm just looking forward to this moment. And I think all of us can breathe a little bit deeper as we move into the following months.
Thank you, composer in residence Don Macdonald, and thank all of you for watching and going inside Chor Leoni. We'll see you next time.